if you look at what they said about, say, a sage doesn't necessarily need people, but he wants people, or she wants people, or friends. Let's say that the sage was just alone on this planet. There were no more people. Is that really what a human does? Because they spoke about, being in alignment with nature or doing what a human does. Is a human meant to just be alone on this planet without anybody else, self-sufficient, doing what? It seems like we are very much meant to be interconnected and to be, it seems like even just biologically, we tend towards, not wanting to be extinct. So we want to help each other, and we want to make sure that the society and that humanity progresses and grows and gets bigger and bigger. Like, what does a human do? They don't want to be alone.
They don't want to be alone, and actually it's a part of our nature that we are social creatures. That's Aristotle for sure. We are by nature social, but the Stoics deeply held that view as well. They actually went for nature in part because convention, they learned from the Cynics, was put you into the lap of luxury, put you into material acquisitiveness that you couldn't handle. So they backed off of this classic dichotomy in the ancient world. Is it by nature or is it by convention? And they backed off of by convention through the Stoic lead a little bit. And they ended up in nature. But to end up in nature and consistency in accord with nature, that's in part in accord with your social nature. And they have to be able to wrestle with that idea in accord with your social nature, and choosing as amongst the preferred indifference, your having friendships and the like. They have to have that kind of cohere with being somewhat more self-sufficient than, say, Aristotle had us be in his conception of happiness. It's not clear they always come off in the right way, but some of the more hyperbolic claims have to do with kiss your child goodbye in the morning as if because you may never see her again, and keep practicing that and get used to being without people. Well, that's a kind of training to diminish the fact a little bit that conventionally, by nature, we're really attracted to living in groups, and we need other groups, but we get hurt by it. We're vulnerable as a result, but they're not giving up on our sociality. And this idea of they have a phrase called Oikeiosis, or being at home in the world, or being oriented toward the world, sort of may start off with self-preservation, but very soon it has to do with your social relatedness to others.